Our quest to try every steakhouse in America has taken us to Orlando, Florida, to a steakhouse with a vegan menu as long as the actual menu. We're Kristin and Will, and today we're trying the best steakhouse in Orlando. Since we're only here for a few days, we wanted to make sure we tried the best of the best, so we went to the reviews to make sure. David says, hands down the best restaurant in downtown Orlando and possibly in all of Orlando. 5 stars. That is certainly promising. Jordan says, the steaks, oh my lord, the steaks. 20 stars out of 5. Someone check on Jordan. Rachel says, always top-notch everything. Service, food, and atmosphere, love this place. Must get Wagyu Carpaccio, Caesar salad, and steak, 5 stars. Wagyu Carpaccio, Caesar salad, and steak it is. Let's give it a try.
In terms of ambiance, this definitely feels like a modern steakhouse. It's got the dark browns, the reds, it's very moody. I think what it does really awesome is the lighting. They have these beautiful red lights from the ceiling, they have little lights on every table, and they also have these really beautiful flower arrangements that are lit from the bottom. It's perfect temperature in here, and I love the ambient music, but I do have to say, it feels a tad outdated, and I think that compared to the outside of the place, which looks like an old historic Art Deco building, the inside just is a very different vibe.
We are actually here for lunch, but luckily they have all of the things from the dinner menu that we wanted to order on the lunch menu as well. They have this really nice list of rotating specials, really good looking salads, a bunch of sandwiches, and a few of the steaks from the dinner menu that actually come with mashed potatoes and asparagus. And one thing I found super interesting is they actually have a pretty large vegan menu. This is just a snippet of all the options they have on the dinner version of the vegan menu, but I thought that was super accommodating.
So for appetizers, we got the shrimp and octopus, which is on the dinner menu, but they were able to make it for lunch for us. I am super excited. Our waiter said that this is one of the best things. And then we also got the Snake River Farms Wagyu Carpaccio. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of octopus and I guess a shrimp. It's on top of some lettuce with julienne, peppers and onions, and some fingerling potatoes. That is so good. The shrimp melts in my mouth. The octopus melts in my mouth. Both of them have this like smoky, lemony flavor, which I love. And it complements so nicely with those buttery fingerling potatoes. And then I love those flavors from the peppers and the onions, and then the lettuce gives us a little bit of crunch. That is to die for. I really love this. Let's move over to this Wagyu Carpaccio. Our waiter told us that the best way to eat this is just to take one of these puffed crackers and then kind of scoop the carpaccio onto it. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. It's crazy how that just kind of like all crushes up. It's so soft.
That's a huge bite.
I know. This might be a little bit too big, but I think I might just have to go for it. That is like the best roast beef I've ever had in my life. It's not chewy at all. It also has this citrus flavor that I wasn't really expecting, but is a really nice compliment. And I love how the capers complement as well. It gives this extra flavor and this little extra saltiness. The Wagyu is crusted in porcini mushrooms, and I kind of taste that as well, which I really like. And again, perfect compliment to the Wagyu. And this puff pastry is like the perfect vessel. When our waiter said that you kind of just like scoop it on, I was like, how's that gonna work? This thing is so soft and savory that it just melts right onto the cracker. It's insane. I love the cheese that's dusted on top of this too. It's incredible.
I think I'm just gonna start with a piece of octopus. Oh my God, that's so good. There's definitely a lot of garlic in there, a little bit of onions, some lemon flavor too. It's nice and smoky, and I don't think it exactly melts in your mouth. I think what Kristin meant was it's not chewy at all, which, you know, if you get a bad octopus, it can be really chewy and kind of off-putting for some people. This is like the perfect piece of octopus. It is fantastic. All right, let's try these shrimp. Wow. That's so good. Oh my God. It's like one of the best shrimp I've ever had. Again, maybe a little heavy on the garlic, but I actually like it a lot. It's cooked perfectly. You can taste a little bit of that smokiness from the grill. That is fantastic. All right, let's move on to this Carpaccio. Oh my God. Wow, that is unbelievable. It kind of reminds me of like a Caesar salad minus the lettuce with some really, really fantastic roast beef on top. You get a little bit of that crouton, you get the Parmesan cheese on top, and the aioli kind of reminds me of like a Caesar dressing with a little like hint of anchovy and lemon. That is really, really phenomenal. Both of these are excellent.
For dinner, we got the ribeye and the Caesar salad. It's funny because these crackers on the Caesar salad are the same as what was in the Carpaccio. It's actually fried pita. It seems like it's very lightly dressed. I'm gonna make sure I get a good amount of lettuce.
Looks like you're just tossing it around. Are you grabbing anything?
Not really. It's really chopped finely.
You're not gonna try the pita?
I am. I'm gonna like...
Oh my God, you're gonna do your classic.
Ready? Wow. The lettuce to cheese to dressing ratio is really perfect. I love how crunchy the lettuce is, but you get so much flavor from the dressing. It's garlicky, you taste a little bit of anchovy, it's cheesy, and I really love the consistency of these pita crackers. They're not super crunchy. Sometimes I feel like croutons, it just rips up my mouth. I don't know if that happens to other people, but whenever I eat like crunchy bread or really crunchy croutons, like it really hurts when I'm eating it. And I appreciate that you get some crunch from this, but it's kind of more on the soft side. Really great compliment and adds a little extra crunch to the Caesar salad. Next, let's try this ribeye. This looks delicious. Right off the bat, I can see the grill marks. Let's check underneath. Oh, okay, you get grill marks on the top and the bottom. I also think it's super nice that it comes with asparagus and these whipped potatoes. It also comes with this béarnaise sauce. I'm gonna first cut the steak to see what the color looks like. A little more on the medium side, I'd say. I'm very excited to try a piece of this. That is tasty. It has a strong grill flavor, and in general, I feel like it's lacking that like dry age flavor. I feel like it's gonna be really good with the sauce, so let's give that a try. Ooh. Yeah, that's good. For me, the sauce gives flavor to the steak that it needs. It's a really great compliment. It's like buttery, almost tastes like it has like a beef stock base. It's got some pepper to it. All right, next let's try this asparagus. Wow, that's delicious as well. It's like nice and crisp and crunchy, has pepper on it. I taste the seasoning, really good. Last but not least, the potatoes. Ooh, buttery, salty. I love that they not only gave us the steak, but also the potatoes and the asparagus. This is good.
Probably one of the lightest Caesar salads I've ever had. Funny enough, I think I got more of a Caesar flavor from the Carpaccio than I did from the dressing in this, but it is good. It's really subtle, and these pita chips absolutely make it. They are the perfect crunch for something like this. I'm excited to give this steak a try. I see what you mean. It definitely has like a strong barbecue or like grill flavor, almost like I just threw this on the grill in the backyard or something. I just took a pretty fatty piece and it wasn't chewy at all, but it also wasn't as flavorful as I was expecting. I think all the steaks here are wet aged and not dry aged. That's probably part of the reason why, but also it's a lot cheaper than some of the other steaks we've had, so that definitely explains the difference in the price as well. All right, I'm gonna give it a try with this sauce. The sauce definitely has a strong flavor. I feel like this is gonna be one of those love it or hate it type of things. It's pretty peppery, but I actually really like it, and I think it pairs with the steak really well, and it probably is gonna pair with these mashed potatoes really well. Yeah, those are really good. Okay, last but not least, the asparagus. Gotta leave the vegetables to the end. It's good. It's asparagus, salty. I don't know what else to say about it, but it's good.
This looks absolutely delicious. It has a caramel sauce, a whiskey sauce. This is white chocolate bread pudding, and it comes with vanilla ice cream. It looks so moist. I'm gonna make sure I get a little bit of that bread pudding, a lot of the sauce. Oh my God. It's definitely the sweetest bread pudding I've had. I could taste that white chocolate, but then that whiskey sauce cuts the sweetness and is such a nice compliment. This is a must get if you come here.
Oh my God. This is so light and soft, and you actually really taste that whiskey sauce. If you don't like the flavor of whiskey, you probably can still enjoy this, but you do actually taste whiskey. I feel like a lot of times when you get stuff with alcohol-based sauces on there. I don't actually taste the alcohol, but here it definitely shines through. The appetizers and sides and desserts here have been killer. This is so good. I really enjoyed Kres Chophouse. I can definitely see why it's one of the best steakhouses in Orlando. The appetizers and dessert were phenomenal. I would love to come back and have those again. They were just so, so good. The steak was good as well. Maybe not one of the best you've ever had, but I don't think you'd be disappointed in it at all. Let us know what you guys have thought of it. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in the next one.